Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into Maasbach Radio. We're so glad you're here. And I'm so happy to be sitting in the studio in the Netherlands with my new friend, Gilbert. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for this very spontaneous interview at the studio.
It's the best. Spontaneous, the best.
I agree. Well, actually, I brought you here because you have such an inspiring story, and I would love to share it with all of our listeners.
Sure.
So could you introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is Gilbert Nanlohy. I am Indonesian-born musician, writer, a music industry person, and just a believer of God.
Right. And out of that flows all that you do, and it's actually a lot that you do. And I think if you're listening to Maasbach Radio, then you have benefited from Gilbert's ministry, because he is the leader of Reverence, and I have been so blessed by Reverence and the entire music crew, because it's a huge crew, not only in the U.S. Tell us about the vision behind that.
Yeah. Well, now 2019, I work for a company called Integrity Music, and I'm so blessed that the vision is everybody has a part to play, and that there's a priesthood of all believers, and that we get to partner with God in spreading the message of Jesus, right?
Yeah.
So within that, we sat down and visionized and basically figured out that we want to do something special with a lot of artists, but what is it? What is it right now that we can say that we can bring to the world? In the last 60 to 80 years, there's a renewal, there's a revival, and there's an understanding where everything happens in the world, and songs are birthed out of intimacy. Yeah. Songs that directly says, Jesus, I love you. Jesus, I exalt you. I exalt thee. Those kind of songs. And that season we call seasons of intimacy, songs that were birthed out for the Christian people. And then 20, 30 years in the last, a generation, it's become a lot intense. It's a lot more intense, Sometimes we forget, and we tend to worship itself and not Jesus. Yeah. And the songs have become about the way He's gonna bring us out from our mountains, our valleys, our oceans, I get what you're saying. Our rivers, Yeah. And then, but the real intention worship is oneness. It's, reverence of Jesus, the person. Yeah. So Revere is born out of telling the story of intimacy, intensity, and the reverence of God, the fear of the Lord. That one day we're going to be joined with the angels, the saints, the elders, and we're going to say, holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. That we bow down so low, and we just don't have a comprehension of His reverence. That's Revere. Yeah. And
isn't that why He made us in the first place?
Exactly.
To exalt Him and have that communion with Him. Mm-hmm. And I believe that's actually why we were made, to have that relationship with Him. And I'm so thankful for Revere that it leads us to that place of the focus is Jesus. And we just want to give Him, however broken we are, exactly, and however incomplete or whatever you're going through in your life, just bring yourself. And if you run out of words to say, put on Revere and just worship with them.
Maasbach Radio.